The video you are about to see here is from the National Archives and can be found elsewhere on YouTube. But my version of the video comes with something that the other is lacking: context. Here you are about to get the full story about this video, because that's what I do. The date is January 8th, 1945. And the convoy consists of 3 C-1M AV-1 motor vessels. They were the Pemiscot, Hidalgo, and William N. Nelson, all of which had left Duluth Superior on Friday, January 5th. At this point, World War II was far from being won. In Europe, the Battle of the Bulge was in mid-struggle. In the Pacific, the Allies had just begun the liberation of the Philippines and were being savaged by Japanese kamikazes. An urgent need for seagoing cargo vessels caused the 3 vessels passing through the Sioux to be delivered in the deepest of winter. These 3 cargo vessels were considered to be so vital to the war effort that they would be helped through the ice-covered river by 3 United States Coast Guard icebreakers. Escorted from Duluth by the Coast Guard cutter Woodrush, the 3 cargo vessels crossed Lake Superior unescorted. Reaching the ice-covered St. Mary's River, they were then escorted by the Coast Guard vessels Sundew and Chaparral. The ice there was reportedly only 12 to 18 inches thick. The real challenge was to get the convoy through the Straits of Mackinaw. There the windrow ice was reportedly 10 feet thick. Only the brand new Icebreaker Mackinaw could punch her way through that ice. Mackinaw's keel was laid on March 20th, 1943. She was designed to be 290 feet in length and 74 feet in width. That was 21 feet longer and 11 feet wider than her saltwater wind-class counterparts. Her diesel-electric power system consisted of 6 2,000 horsepower Fairbanks-Morris diesel engines. They drove 2 screw propellers at her stern and 1 at her bow. She was launched on March 4th, 1944, and commissioned on December 20th of that same year. She reportedly cost a total of $10 million. The Mackinaw had a full group of press aboard, with movie cameras, photo cameras, and way too many questions. Still, they got a good ride all the way down to Chicago. Historians of the day considered this to be the latest ever season closing on the Great Lakes. It could also be considered to be the earliest ever opening of the Great Lakes. This is the Mackinaw skipper, Coast Guard Commander Edwin J. Rowland. And it looks like he really doesn't like the media very much. Once in the Chicago River, local tugs would tow the three cargo vessels to Lockport. There they would have pontoons attached to their hulls to allow them to float over the high point in the Mississippi River at Chain Rocks Canal. At that point, a vessel could draw no more than 9 feet of water in order to pass. Eventually, the vessels would arrive at the Gulf of Mexico and become part of the United States Navy. Although the 3 vessels successfully left the lakes as scheduled, all 3 got caught in a logjam of war materials being manufactured faster than they could be commissioned and crewed. The only one of the 3 to enter service before the war was over was the Hidalgo. After waiting on the Mississippi until August of 1945, she was towed to Galveston, Texas for her final fit-out. During that tow, she was commissioned into the United States Navy. The date was August 4th, 1945. She was placed under the command of Lieutenant John W. Thompson. After a brief shakedown cruise, she was ordered to be sent to the Pacific. She was headed toward the Panama Canal Zone on September 5, 1945, 3 days after the Japanese signed their formal surrender papers. At that time, she was ordered back to Norfolk, where she was later decommissioned and scrapped. For the complete story on the Mackinaw in World War II, get a hold of this book of mine, World War II and the Great Lakes. It can be found on my website, authorwest.com. I'll also sign it and personalize it.